you trying to get in the playoffs, you not making it, nigga. Word to me, nigga. Watch him, Mo. He is not ass. He is not ass. He's nigga. He's up there, nigga. He the second best nigga in the Bronx. What are you talking about? All right, you really hating? Like you just dick sucking because you like K-Flop. Yes, nigga. All right, bro. Bro, you're a dick around because he. All right, bro. Of course you wouldn't, bro. Of course you wouldn't. Of course, two niggas that's beefing with K-Flop. You just weird. That's weird. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. I'm up at the word. Alright, let's get right. Nigga, call me in the D-line. Hold that, nigga. Harrison Smith, you should have knocked that nigga out. Fumble. Some. I don't need me a pill to go put in some things. They stop without me making it, man. Keep up his feet and we letting them hang.
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he's
keep up his feet and we letting them hang.
Listen to the first one first.
Get tipsy.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago. But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week. On 2nd and 9, Locke. This pass caught by Hamler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick. Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. 20, pushing his way through. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage. It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Second and 10. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was hoping to get
some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Locke working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw it is Locke. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 30. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Carroll. Will take over at their own 45-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Clock now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Pass pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes buying time to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
We just saw one of the benefits of a quarterback having mobility. Scrambled around, kept the play alive, and then found a receiver open downfield for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down. Caused all of that. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lock going to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference? Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spend a lot of extra time on game films. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Broncos. Anthony Schwartz, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. That one hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster. And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. DeAndre Hopkins, as time expires in the first half. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it did.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Second down and goal. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They look to throw. It's Locke. No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that...
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Throw caught by Raymond. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple. Again, it's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Haskins going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Haskins. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards left on second down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times, it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Charles, it's one thing to